Hello everyone, today we're going to be looking at a strategy guide for Steelix. Now Steelix is mainly not an offensive Pokemon, being that his attack stat is only base 85 and most of your good attack stats are usually 90 base or higher, being average base attack stat for most Pokemon is usually around 100, 90, 100, 110, something like that. But Steelix, he wasn't given a very high attack stat. But he can make up for that with his hidden ability, Sheer Force. Now, Sheer Force isn't too useful on Steelix, being that most of the moves that he learns don't have secondary effects, so they won't get that Sheer Force boost. But Sheer Force also has another effect, being when using the Life Orb, you won't suffer recoil damage when using it. So in that case, he can get an extra boost to his attacks without suffering Life Orb recoil. So anyways, being that said, you're going to want to have 252 EVs in HP and attack, and then the 4 EVs, just put them whatever, defense, special defense, doesn't really matter. And then also you're going to want to have 0 IVs in speed, so that way you can get extra damage for Gyro Ball, because Gyro Ball, as you probably already know, gets extra base damage the slower you are compared to your opponent. So it's always good to be as slow as possible when using Gyro Ball. But if you can't get that, it's still fine. Steelix is pretty slow and all that. But if you can't get the 0 IVs, then you definitely need to have that Brave Nature to reduce your speed, increase your attack. So that way Gyro Ball can do as much damage as it possibly can. But also, Earthquake's going to have a lot of power too, being, 100 base power. And then you want to have Crunch and Rock Slide, or whatever you so desire, for extra coverage. And also Crunch and Rock Slide do get the Sheer Force boost, because they do have secondary effects. So that's really good to have around. But anyways, besides that, if you can't make your Steelix slow and all that, let's say you can only get the Adamant Nature, you could go with Heavy Slam. Or even if you do get the Brave Nature and you just don't want to rely on Gyro Ball, you can get Heavy Slam, which also will do a lot of damage, because Steelix is very heavy compared to most of your average Pokemon. But that's an egg move, so that's a little bit harder to get than Gyro Ball. Gyro Ball, being a TM, so it's pretty easy to get. But yeah, so anyways, this is giving Steelix a chance to shine, killing things and all that, because normally he just sets up Stealth Rocks or Toxic Stalls someone or whatever. But also, you can use him as a good switch in, as a physical wall, say like maybe there's a flying type out, you could send him in, because that 200 base defense is just incredible, so you won't take no damage from physical attacks. And then you can retaliate and do a ton of damage back, and they won't be expecting it. They'll be thinking you're going to set up Stealth Rocks or something. So you'll catch them off guard. But anyways, that's basically it for Steelix. So thank you for watching, and see y'all next time.